Thank you for allowing me. Sorry about that pop in on you.
Oh, not at all. We appreciate you being here.
Technically, as a missionary, I should have a fancy PowerPoint and everything, but I figured I've been around long enough that maybe, and all of you are young folk here.
We're kids. Yes, we're kids.
So, anyway, it's a privilege to be here, and I just want to say on behalf of Open Door that we have always loved this church and all of you here and the faithfulness of it. It's funny that Pastor Sid is still the pastor, and he's the one that married us back in 1987, and when was in the lobby there now. But so Mary Ann Carls was there and helped out, I remember, and some of you young folks were probably around then. But anyway, how many here went to our wedding? Maybe just
I can't remember that far back.
Look there. But great. And so shortly, we went to Paraguay kind of in the old way where we didn't do what Tim and Sis did. They're kind of the model. I look at Tim and Sis and what they did, like, we should have did it that way, you know. But the Lord was gracious and provided for us, and we went to Paraguay, and as the Lord has been faithful all these years, in spite of us sometimes we are not as glorious as we might make out like we are, but we have issues, and I see that more and more in the field. If any missionary or pastor or teacher, if he's not continually looking to the Lord and feeding on God's word and allowing that to be fresh in his mind, it's easy to be professional and forget the Lord. And so, I just want to share a little bit about some of the things. But first of all, I just want to say a special thanks for the support from Open Door, faithful support to us, one of our biggest supporting churches, and just always love what we're doing and missions. And we've had at least 2 trips to Paraguay from this church, people from this church. Laura went down there. I don't know if there's anyone else. I don't think there's no one here that went to Paraguay, but you can hear welcome to come. But and so we really appreciate the support of the church. And another thing that was real special to us is that Rebecca was hoping to be there for Sherry, my daughter's first baby, and so she planned to come back. I stayed in Paraguay. She planned to come back for the birth of the baby, but the baby decided to come early, so she missed it. She still came back, but the baby was already born a week before she got here, so maybe we waited too long to leave. But anyway, and we thought, well, maybe there's another opportunity for her to be there for the baby. Well, they went to Indonesia. Indonesia and Paraguay are not close, and we had some time to get together on furlough. God's word says that to go into all the world and preach the gospel all over the world, right? I think we took that wrong. We thought it meant our family was supposed to go all over the world.
It's a little confusion there.
Yeah.
All the interpretation.
Because I have a daughter in Brazil. She was here, and her and Anthony, and then Sherry and Eric in Indonesia, and then we had one good situation. Tim and Sis, they came to our country, so they came to Paraguay, so we don't have to go too far. Although they're in the city and we're way out on the edge of Brazil, but still, it's pretty close considering. And then I have a daughter in Arizona, and mom and dad's in South Carolina, where we take care of them. And Douglas is out here in Wisconsin, so we try to stay as far apart as we can.
You get along better that way.
Yeah, that's what they say. But anyway, back to the main point. I don't know if Kim, my son, worked with Kim or something, but anyway, expressed that we would like to go visit my daughter in Indonesia and be there for this last chance we have to be there for a birthday. I don't think we're going to have more than 5. But this will be the 5th baby, so Lord willing, we'll be there for that. That's what we got tickets for, but we had thought about it, I'd thought about it, and we pretty much decided we wouldn't go because financially, realistically, it was just not gonna work for us. And, but then Rochelle and Tim and that Tim, and whatever, however they worked it out, but they got together to buy one ticket and then Open Door bought our other ticket. So for any of you that were involved in that, we just